Joel Miller. Supposed to be some type of hero to his people. A good man fighting his demons. We both know what you are, Joel. You slaughtered my brothers. You murdered my family. All this because of a loss? Well, I know who you hold dear these days, Joel. And she will suffer the same fate as my family. You took everything away from me. You have made me the last of us.
What's up, gamers? What's up, gamers? I ain't forgot about y'all, man. I'm back, dog. I'm back. This Kilowatts 804. I got a whole lot of videos to put out, but I had to put this junk out right away. I had to. What we're here to talk about is that Last of Us Part 1 for the PS5. I just finished playing it. A lot of people would ask me questions about it, like, yo, man, is it worth the $70 they charging? What kind of upgrades did they do? Should I get it? Should I keep my PS4? Get the PS5? You should always get a PS5. Remember I said that. Nah, man, but look, I had just finished playing. I just finished beating it. Now, we already know the story beats and all that, so I wasn't surprised with the story. But, man, there's some surprises in this jump, man. So what I did was I put a series of little clips to show you a little something of what this bad boy is delivering. You're gonna hear me talk any goddamn way. But I got the visuals to show you what's what. You know what I'm saying? But Last of Us, man, let me tell you straight up, it's one of them games that came out on the PS3. They did a remaster for the PS4. And with the remaster, they did some things like up to the 4K 60 frames per second, I believe. And they did the best for that console can do. But somewhere down the line, somebody got the idea to put it on the PS5, and this is what they came out with, Last of Us Part 1. Part 2 was a certified banger. Straight up, Part 2 was my favorite game. I can put it like this. Let's put it this way. This version of Last of Us Part 1 and Last of Us Part 2 tied for my favorite game of all time. They tied. I had a time, dog. I had a time. But I'm going to explain why I tied them in this video. So let's get into it. Hey, if you're new to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe, like, or whatever, man. Do whatever you gotta do. Let me know you looking at this junk, man. Y'all Last of Us fans, you're gonna love this junk. But let's get right to it, and let's talk about this game.
Okay, first up is the title screen. It's very similar to the first one, but if you look out the window, you can see it's probably about evening time with that. That's about the only thing that changed. Also in the options, let's get to the options. You got all types of options, similar to what they did with Last of Us Part 2. A lot of different things you can do, but we're concerned with that display and audio, dog. You already know. So what I do is when I go in, you can put it on two different modes. Fidelity mode, it favors resolution over frame rate. You're gonna get about a target 30 frames per second. That is not what we do on the PS5. So we take it on the performance mode. We get that 4K 60. I don't know why you would do anything else, but it is what it is. You got several other options too. You know what I'm saying? Motion blur, camera shake, all that gore. Turn that on and off. And see, it removes nudity. I said, I didn't know that the game had nudity. But anyway, yeah. But you get plenty of options, slew of options, just like they did in Last of Us Part 2. So that's cool. I don't really mess with nothing but the rendering mode. That's about it. Of course, you have the audio options in here. There ain't too much you can do. I choose to do with it. So the dynamic range, I probably put that on maximum, just because it sound good. You know what I'm saying? That's all that is. I got a surround sound system, so I want to feel all that. Also added in this game, you have extras. But the extras are similar to what they have in Last of Us 2. You got shots of the different scenes in the game. Of course, the further you go along in the game, the more scenes you get to see. You got concept art, like character shots and stuff like that. Like they did in Last of Us 2, the model view, that's what they call it. And man, I love them jumps, but of course you ain't gonna be able to purchase none of it. Well, actually, I could purchase it right now. I got 129 points over there. But I can purchase it, and then you can see all these different options for these characters. I love seeing the artwork they put in that, man. It just be off the chain, man. But you got different skins added to this game. Of course, you're not gonna be able to get to that until you beat it. But let's get to the gameplay, man. Now, this should go without saying. This is spoiler heavy, so if you hadn't played the game, if you one of the few that hadn't played it, do not watch this. But for those who have, check this out, man. Look at the detail of that joint, man. Look at the barn house, look how much detail in there. Look at that detail's better, man. Look at that. You know, but at the beginning of the game, I automatically noticed that Sarah, oh man, she got a more defined face. She looked, not to say she looked bad on the PS3, but man, she looked more defined. Joel look all young. Tommy look young, but they look like they're versions of the Last of Us Part 2. You know what I'm saying? So they did a good job on these facial animations. But this right here, when stuff get real, they driving through town. And it just, I see the details, man. I done beat the game about 15, 20 times, man. I know the details. But it does a good job of bringing you right back into that world, man. It's crazy. Look at Tommy. Look at how young Joel look. Damn. Yeah. But I was digging that. But I'll give you some more shots. I got some more shots. But you get a better look. I'll give you a better shot at Sarah. They did a real good job on her. Yeah, unfortunately, this the part I chose to record. Sarah actually died, but you see her in her face. Everything looked different. Look at Joel's face, man. You know what I'm saying? It does a good with these facial enhancement. It does a good job of just bringing you more into the character, and you really feeling. You can see the pain. Look at the pain on his face, man. Yeah, and for y'all that don't know, man, this the part that set the whole goddamn game off. Now, one of the characters that really did it for me, where I could see the enhancement, man, was Tess, man. She looked totally different, man. Look at her face. It looked realistic. Of course, this is fair. This is in the future, about 20 years later. For y'all that don't know, but look at the animations, man. I am just awed by this, man. Y'all good look at the city, the extra detail they put into the buildings and everything, man. It just pull you in. You feel more immersed into the story, man. Man, I want to play this jump again, for real. And one of the things people want to know about is the actual combat. You know, was anything changed in this new version of Last of Us, man? And I gotta say it was, because the AI, it seemed to be a little bit smart. Hey, look at this dude's face, man. They actually put a face on the brother. he was ugly shit on the first one. But they actually, all of them, man, and even the side characters got enhancements on their faces and stuff, man. I've noticed, but the AI, oh yeah, they got some new moves, man. They got some terrible new moves, but you see how that just happened? You see how the cutscene just moved smoothly into the gameplay? They did a lot of that, man. A lot of the cutscenes are just straight up. They look damn near like gameplay, but it switches right into gameplay. Like it's no cutout. I said, oh man, it makes a difference, man. But look at the AI, yeah, because some of them are kind of unpredictable. Remember, I done played this game quite a few times, and I just noticed they've been doing some new things, man. They was making some new moves or take some different paths to get to meet. They did upgrade the weapon wheel. the weapon wheel resembles more like the Last of Us Part 2. Actually, it is the Last of Us Part 2 weapon wheel they has, which was much easier and more much more convenient. You switching out weapons. When you upgrade your weapons, you got this bad boy, you got the desk, you got the tools Joe will be using, you know what I'm saying? Just like they did in Part 2, they brought this to this game, so it's more defined, more detailed. You actually see him using the tools that he has in his backpack to enhance his weapons, to add extra pouches and stuff like that. Man, that junk look right, man. You know, you played part 2, you probably wouldn't notice it so much, but part 1, yeah, this is definitely a plus, man. They did that. I like that junk. Yeah, the details matter, people. The details matter. And the audio. Yeah, I remember reading something about them putting some type of 3D audio into the game. I can vouch they did do that. Because man, like I said, I got a surround system though. So when I hear something, man, you can hear the environment, you can hear, oh, and this bad boy right here, the bloater. Look at this dude, man. He enhanced the same bloater from Last of Us Part 2. But man, I done played, like I said, I done played it several times before, but man, this guy was gruesome because you can hear him, the noise he make, and then to hear him charging you, man. Oh my God, man. Yeah, my speakers thumping, man. I was like, damn, this junk intense, man. I ain't expected to go that way, because you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I done beat the game several times before, but they added just enough to make this a somewhat different experience. More grounded, that's for sure. But this bad boy, man, you can hear him all through the speakers, man. You know what I'm saying? Just as gruesome. Look at Bill, man. They gave him a face too. They gave him a face. He look a little different, but I like it though, more realistic. But yeah, man. But oh man, look at this. Look at this. All that look beautiful, man. The graphics will pull you right into that joint, man. But the sounds from the guns, the way they feel with the DualSense remote when you squeeze the trigger and stuff like that. Oh man, it's so responsive. It feels so good, man. You just. Like I said, I might play this joint again, man. I am gonna play it again. I already know that. Okay, now this is my last, and this is one of my favorite scenes in the game, man. You know, the way everything calms, you know, see, look at Ellie's face, man. Look at that junk. She looked just like the Ellie. Not to say the Ellie in the first Last of Us was that different. She was different, but this Ellie looked more like the one from Last of Us Part 2. Straight up. Straight up. Joel too. Straight up. So I love how if you gonna play Part 2, man, you have to play this one first. You got to. But I always like this scene, you know what I'm saying? I like their banter and, you know what I'm saying, just the relationship they start to form. But in this Last of Us world, you see how things quickly can go bad, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, so we go ahead fast forward a little bit, but like look at that, man. You don't get no better than that far as graphics go, far as the face and all that, man. But before, man, I thought they was ahead of the time. Well, they was ahead of the time when they first came out with this jump. But man, to put these enhancements on it, man, it just gives you an overall better experience, and that's what they was aiming for, I assume. But man, look at this jump, man. God, I just be awed, man. Look at this. But y'all remember this scene, man? Yeah. And this one you see old man Joel come out, man. He come out like a beast, man. Look at this Joe, man. He ain't even hurt. Love this scene, man. Watch this Joe. And look how it look, man. Look how this Joe look. You gotta play out. Damn. Yeah, stuff went left from this scene, man. Check this out. Now watch it. Let's move into the gameplay. Watch this. Watch. You go from the cutscene, we're gonna move right into the gameplay. They just look so realistic with it, man. Look at this. Now, I'm back into that world with this game. Look at this. Look at it. Look how they doing Joel, man. Yo, nah, man, you can't be doing it to Joe, man. Look at him, dragging him on the floor. Oh no, watch this mess, man. Old man Joe coming out, boy. Look at it. Oh, you don't do, yeah. Damn. And this is not a violent game, not at all. Damn. You pimp slap Ellie? Oh no, you don't do that, player. And it's all cutscene, of course, okay? Cutscene. We're gonna move into the gameplay. Watch this, watch this. Watch this transition.
What's wrong with these guys?
Catch your breath.
Look at this transition. Watch this.
Watch out!
Damn, smooth transition. Gotta love that, man. Gotta love that. Now, of course, I messed these boys up because I am an expert at this point. But it still was, I could tell them that the AI was like, it was definitely moving a little different. It was definitely some new audio I heard in this game. Man, they did a lot with it, man. If you're a Last of Us fan, you got to play this bad boy. You got to.
So yeah, people, so that's my review of Last of Us Part 1. Hey man, I had a ball with this game, man. I couldn't believe it because, you know, I had to beat it at least 15 times. I had to beat the story at least 15 times. And the DLC, probably about a little bit more. But yo man, thing of a game, you got a PS5, you got a PS4, that's the game to have. If you got a PS5, all I can say is, I would say this, is it worth the $70? I think if you have bought the previous game, you should pay at least, I say about $30. Because that's what it is, it's an upgrade. Yeah, that's what it is, it's an upgrade. They didn't totally revamp the whole goddamn game, that ain't what it is. But it's enough here to say, yo, to justify at least $30 if you have already bought the game before, you know what I'm saying, prior to this. But if you have not played this, if you have not, you don't know what you're missing, yo. Straight up, if you had not played this, this would be your game of the year for 2022, straight up. Straight up, if you have never played it and you played it now, it would be your game of the year for 2022. You know what I'm saying? Right now, Horizon Forbidden West is mine. If I had not played this game before, this would be my jump right here. That's how good this game is. It's just a classic, man. Let's think about classics. But I love all the improvements they have done. There's a couple of surprises, but it was enough to keep me engaged again, man. And it's more tense because they got them that face is right, man. They right. They look just like the characters from Part 2, only younger. But man, it's the perfect complement to Part 2. It really is. I never played that story mode on the PS4, the PS4 version. I never played that one again. I would never. This is the one to play, and then I play Part 2. Right now, that's what I want to do. I want to play Part 2 right now. That's how good this game was, man. I got back into it, man. But yeah, man. But tell me what y'all think, man. Have you played it? Are you thinking about buying it? I dished out $70 for it, but these days we ain't buying a lot of games. I say, you know, I go ahead and copy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan. And then today, I'm gonna support the developers that made this jump. But should it be $70? They should have brought it down for the people that already paid for the jump. I will say that. But other than that, man, I'll give this jump, man. I'll give it a perfect 10. But we already, you know, the story. We you know, I can't rate it really. But all I can say, man, it's a banger of a time, man. And if you're a Last of Us fan, you're gonna love it, man, because for all the customizable stuff, the new stuff they got, the new add-ons, the stuff from Last of Us 2, all the stuff they done put in here, man, just make it worth from one more trip, at least one more trip, man. But yeah, man, I'm glad I had this junk in my library, and we're gonna keep it going, man. But this junk right, man, this right. And somebody, you have never played Last of Us before, oh my God, play this version. Play this version first. Play this one first. Then go to Part 2. Tell me what you think. Anyway, that's all we got for now, man. I'm gonna get back at you. I gotta get back to the movie reviews and the TV shows and stuff like that. If I had to let my gamers know, I ain't going nowhere. I play my games, goddamn. Matter of fact, look out for my streaming. I'm gonna start that. I think I'm gonna start that off with the GTA 5 jump, the PS5 version. I like that jump. It's smooth. But I think I'm gonna start doing that. Throw that on the channel a little bit of that for all gamers and stuff like that, man. I can't forget about them, man. That's how I started this damn YouTube jump, man. So that's what it is. Until next time, yo, I get back at you. Peace out.